Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, and P. Diddy.
Well, you know, one of the things I would absolutely not do that, because one of the things you got to realize is this. It's more painful for these guys to be around than not be around. Hey.
I'm dancing with a pimp.
What's going on?
Oh, man, everything going on. I ain't been asleep. Yeah, so
This is a little early for you?
Well, it depends. If I take a nap, it's early. If I stay up all night like I did, it's not early.
Where'd you go last night?
Oh, I didn't go. Hit all the ghettos, hit the clubs, hit the studio.
All right, Suge Knight is a guy who was in jail.
He's he's a rap mogul who went to jail.
Yeah, what is he, Gary?
We need one more minute for Mr. Knight. He's in the bathroom shaving his head.
Shaving his head?
He couldn't do that before he got here.
Why is he shaving his head?
I don't know.
Collect everything.
Be just a few more minutes.
Wow.
I'll let you know.
I wonder if he still has money.
Oh, yeah. He still has his record company.
He does? Didn't all the guys he beat up sue him and stuff?
I don't think so.
Uh-oh, here he is with a freshly shaved head. Suge Knight. Just fresh out of prison.
Did they ever get the camera in there? That's what I want to know.
Did you ever get the camera in on Suge Knight to see him shave his head? I'd love to see that. How you doing, Suge?
Sit down, Suge.
Take a seat. Relax. Now you're in my hood. You're in my posse.
Have like a little cup or something, you know.
Little cup, please, for Mr. Knight.
He's got a cigar.
Yeah. Mr. Knight, Puffy.
Puffy?
Yeah, listen. Puffy, P. Diddy, Snoop Dogg,
Dr. Dre.
Dr. Dre, all of these brothers dissed you.
Brothers, huh? That what they are?
Yeah, well, barely. I'm more a brother.
Exactly.
They disrespected you.
Right.
When are we going to go get these guys, and how are we going to do it?
Wait a minute.
Let's
hold
get it. No, come on.
Well,
When are we going to get them?
Well, basically, ever since they've been music witness protection program, I haven't seen any of them.
Right. Have you seen any of these guys who were? Listen, Snoop Dogg you started him off.
Right.
You fronted the money for him.
Right.
You got him into the rap business.
Right.
Well, that is what record companies do, right?
Yeah. You signed him from the ghetto.
Right.
Nobody else wanted him.
Also, when he was getting ready to go to prison, I put up $4.5 million to make sure he didn't go to prison.
You put up $4.5 million so that
It's bail money, right?
And lawyer fees.
And lawyer fees.
Right.
How did he pay you back?
By acting like a bitch.
He's a bitch. Will you kill all these guys? Will you kill Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, and P. Diddy?
Well, you know, one of the things I would absolutely not do that, because one of the things you got to realize is this. It's more painful for these guys to be around than not be around. Because every day they get up before they even brush their teeth.
You can't
Hold
say
it, we're
that.
on radio.
I thought it was a Howard Stern.
No, you can't say that, Suge.
apologize.
This is not prison, my brother.
Okay.
By the way, assalamu
You're a nice
alaikum.
looking sister, too.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. I thought you were talking to me.
No, anyway.
Yes.
Anyway, excuse the foul language. Anyway, before they get up and do anything they feel they have to do, start their day, they look down, they look around, and before they go from their corner, leave their house to the gas station, they got escorts, police escorts.
Really?
Right. Everything is just all hectic. So it's not really a life. They like doing time more than I was doing time.
Listen, now, let me ask you a question. You're the
Wait a
head
minute. First of all, I really need to know why he was in jail.
He was in jail because he...
No, he's here. He can tell us.
All right, go ahead. Did you? Let me just sum up, because there's a million questions we got for you.
Right.
All right. You're the head of the record company. You're still a wealthy man, right?
I believe so.
Right. You're a millionaire.
Yeah, I can say that.
Right. And you come out of jail, and all of your major artists have defected. Do you call them right away and set up a meeting as soon as you get out of prison and say, listen, you bitches, you better come over to my posse or I kick your asses, or something like that? Is that what you said?
No, what I did, I moved forward. I got crooked eye. I got PB, I got Eastwood, I got
You sign new artists.
signed new artists. See, one thing about rap is a young man's sport.
Yes.
That's what people don't understand.
Yes.
Once a guy get to being 30-some years old, married with kids, and he don't live in the ghetto and he ain't surrounded, he ain't street no more, you can't understand it.
It's over.
It's over.
It's over.
So it's really for the young guys who's off the block, who's out the mud.
Right.
Once these guys get to be a certain age, it's really over anyway.
I see.
Half of these guys, you know, I don't have anything about, you know, against gay people or nothing. It's just I can respect the person who's gay who come out and say they's gay.
Right.
Then you got
Who's
your
gay?
choice. But the other
A
guys,
lot of the rappers are gay and they don't admit it.
yeah, 95% of them is closet cases.
Right.
Come on,
Oh, yeah.
I
95%?
wouldn't say 95% because I don't know all of them.
Isn't it
Name
true?
names.
No, don't name names. Isn't it true? Isn't it true that when you got out of prison, you called for a meeting with some of these guys, with Dre, Snoop, and all these guys, and they said they'd show up to the meeting, and you sat there and waited for them, and they did not show up?
Not only did not show up, they disconnect their phones and they buried themselves for a while.
Right.
And then this recently, Dre went to my PO and tried to get me violated. He snitched on me. I haven't even seen the guy since I've been home.
You're on probation.
I'm on parole, baby.
Parole.
Parole.
Whatever. I don't know
So
the language.
anyway, he went to my PO.
How many record company executives you know are on parole?
and-
Most of them should be,
And
but
the thing about it, he went to my PO and they made a special case in my parole conditions by saying that basically put a restraining order against me.
who did this?
Andre. And only people I know you put a restraining order against somebody unless it's a battered woman, like a wife, a baby mama. I didn't know a so-called gangster rapper would go put a restraining order against another man.
By the way, Evil Dave is so nervous that he's quiet.
How are you today?
Dave Letterman, I don't know if you
Can I
ever...
just say something, Mr. Knight, that I'm very pleased to meet you, and that I'm the head of the Ball State University chapter of the Bloods.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Oh, my goodness.
Look at Dave Letterman looking
Man,
at
calling you Mr. Niggas?
niggas.
Yeah.
Hey, well, you know,
What about these white guys who say the word niggas?
well, you know, I'm gonna break it down to you like this.
Please.
I don't have respect for African Americans.
You don't?
For one, I'm not from Africa. I'm glad I'm not from Africa.
Right.
Africans don't like us.
Right.
And
Absolutely.
even Africans don't call themselves Africans. If they from Kenya, they call themselves Kenya.
Right. There's no such
So,
thing as African.
You know, my whole thing is I ain't with all the other things. You know, I'm black, or you know, if I'm gonna call myself a nigga, I'm gonna call myself a nigga.
Right.
And if certain people say nigga, we might just have to have a little conference later.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
I
that's
would
right.
say,
That's right. Yeah.
Dave
You
Letterman,
can't.
you better
You're a
be
white guy.
quiet.
You can't
Yeah,
say. Were you saying nigger or niggas?
Niggas.
Niggas.
Yeah.
You better not say anything.
All right.
Dave. wait.
I'm under contract.
If she went out with you, she wouldn't be leaving you.
If she went out with me, her whole attitude would be different.
What do you think of Eminem? Is that what do you think of white rap?
Well, you know, I don't. See, one thing about something, the ghetto is colorblind on a sense. If you really from the ghetto
No.
and you really doing those things you rapping about, you talking about, I can respect that.
Right.
But if somebody else writing your rhymes, somebody else is you telling somebody else's story, that really don't mean nothing to me.
Do you know who the white man is that really grew up in the ghetto? Howard Stern.
I believe that.
And he
true.
has no rhymes.
I cannot rhyme though. That is the problem.
See, everybody in the ghetto is not a rapper. You got a lot of entrepreneurs in the ghetto.
That was me.
You got some people, you know, I never rapped, I never sung, I never danced.
We won't be seeing you making an album, huh?
No, you know, a lot of
But you understand the community and the talent in the
Right, you know,
community.
even back in the day when people used to say certain things, like if they was talking to your man Dave over there,
Yeah.
they probably would say he got a dizzick and his miz off, and he
Master
you know,
David.
that's what they probably
Master
would say
David.
about
I'm
him.
the one the black boys call Master D. There you go. I just like to say to Mr. Knight, I was one of the first white viewers of I Spy.
Oh, thank
know
you.
what I'm
We all thank you.
Actually, rap is something you express yourself. You got a lot of talent out there. Even like when we was, I feel that you know Pac was on a level was incredible. I mean,
He was a great
What
artist.
about Biggie?
Biggie was a great artist. Biggie
You're not
should've
really
gone
mad at
that
P.
far.
Diddy, are you?
I mean, you know what
Who
everybody
cares?
said. Whole thing about it, P Diddy, P whatever. You gotta really. Everybody keep. I know I probably sound like I'm repeating myself, but I really feel this way. We need to leave Puffy alone. Anytime a guy goes on national TV, express how much he loved this woman, how much he need this woman, how much he missed this woman, and then just do everything he can for this woman, and she turns around and drops you for a dancer.
It's
I'm
very,
What
talking
does that
about-
tell you?
what is
That
that?
let you tell you either two things. Either maybe he wasn't,
Delivering?
coming from the hip with it,
Yeah.
'cause, or,
All right.
or maybe she just wanted somebody she can just slap around, I thought.
Wow,
That
this
she
is-
can bitch slap every now and then.
You-
But then again...
Is that embarrassing to-
Then again, I looked at it again, I got to start getting mixed feelings. I said, wait a minute, but Puffy a dancer too. So she probably said, wait a minute, what's the difference between having a dancer with a little money and a dancer with no money? She still have a dancer.
Right.
So pretty soon, I think J-Lo finna graduate from the dancers and get some.
So when you were in prison and you'd see that J-Lo broke up with P. Diddy, you would laugh at that. That's, in other words, it's very disrespectful.
It's very disrespectful.
Made him look bad?
Made him look like a bitch.
Right.
If he go around, he promoted her, he helped her, he took us to a certain level, he gave her that ghetto credibility, and he was like telling he believed in her, he told her she can do it. And from the rings, from the chains, and all those type of things, and they say she snitched on him, but I like J-Lo. I think J-Lo very, very good people. I think she got a nice look about herself.
Yeah. If she went out with you, she wouldn't be leaving you, would she?
If she went out with me, her whole attitude would be different.
I'm Suge Knight, thanks for coming in.
Hey, thanks you for having me. Since when we get off the air, baby,
I'll
you
say
can,
hello.
Yeah, you go over there and you can have something with Robin.
I would come hang out with Howard Stern anytime.
What is it about Howard that you like?
You can tell it's real. It ain't fake. It ain't something made up. It ain't a situation where they get together and they try to make it like watered down. Howard make you feel comfortable. Everybody in prison like watching Howard, listening to him. I think Howard's a man. Most people is intimidated to come on the Howard Stern show.